Hello. Okay, cool. Pick it up. Yo, Sergeant Shamrock and Tyrants, what's up? What's up? Getting the link set up and everything, and getting set up fully still. How are y'all? Turn that down. Turn my stream on so I can watch it. Because you know that's kind of helpful, being able to read chat. Good evening, my friends. I need to share this out on this thing. I am Nostilla. How are you? Chillin'. You're Nostilla. Does that make me Abberation? I'd be okay with that. I accept these terms and conditions. That means I'm jacked, have 4 arms, and just get to randomly hit things better. Alright, am I still being picked up? Yeah. Make sure I'm not getting picked up twice. Music running. We're here. We're good to go. This box is bigger than I thought it was. Not gonna lie. Hand reference to Maya reference. No, I'm still short of being okay. Yeah, like ooh, the 80 mil has its own little bass. Audio solid, music is good. Hell yeah. Good. So like everybody else, I have a 30, a 40, and an 80 mil. Or is that a 50? Hang on. I think I got a 50, a 40, and an 80. Let me grab plugger. Yes, that is a 50. Oh, where's my 40 mil? I have a 40 mil near me? I do. I have Argo Brock. Yeah, so there's the 40. There's Argo Brock too. All right, cool. So we need that one. I know Nostilla's on a 40 mil. For some reason, I thought people were getting 30 mils. I'm okay with that though. I need to turn off. Where are these notifications? My station? Yeah, turn that off. Save. Cool. So bonus 50. That's good because I'm redoing Dusk and I need bases. I need all the bases again. I don't know why Yeah, I don't know why people just got extra bases. It's just a thing that happened. All right, so this is the Nostilla sprue. This is honestly not as bad as I thought. As like in terms of parts. Do I want to do something special with her base? I don't know if I have like time to do that. It also looks like she slots in, so I probably will not be doing that. So yeah, we can just go ahead and get to work. This is A1. I remembered to now follow the numbers of things. Yeah, I saw you, Tyrants. You built your aberration very quickly. I would like to. I'm wondering if I can get them built tonight. That'd be cool. If I get them built tonight, it means I can get them primed this weekend, and I can do my built painting streams next week. My goal is to have Nostilla and Abberation painted next week, and then a video out for it on the following Monday. I believe in you. What's up, Polsky? How are you, man? I believe you believe in me. Well, someone does. That's good. I think it can be done. I'm not gonna I'm gonna try to do some simple techniques on them and nothing crazy. I'm gonna use them as a practice for my Trench Crusade model. Dude, I like yours, man. Your videos lately have been good. I liked your painting one, the one you just put out. Seeing a painting journey in a video is really cool to see, and I think it's like something that I like. You see the progress, and it's also very fun to look back on models. Put a dead Fiona on the base. I don't know what I could put on the base. I have some tufts I'm gonna do, and just do a snow base. I could probably get some Trench Crusade bits this weekend to put on the rest of this. Make it look like a trench. So yeah, I really won't glue her to the base quite yet. I need A2. And I probably should keep the box up here so I can see this model and what it looks like. Or some Dead Legion from the story. I could maybe get my hands on some Legion models. I'll have to see what my locals have just laying around. I don't have anything like that. How's the lighting? I don't have all my lights on. I'm kind of just doing the one big light today. Just coming out of the pillar. Yeah, I think that goes... Yeah, it goes like that. How interesting. And then I see the cloak hooks into the sides. And then that's all unseen. Lighting good. $4 to $8 on gets you that. All right. I need it this weekend because if I'm gonna paint her this week, I need it like tomorrow so I can prime it on Sunday. How are your mold lines on yours, Tyrant? I was warned upon from these, but I don't think they're more bad than other plastic models. And Shamrock, you just did the 78-piece, like, GW Saturn Terminators. How bad were those? Thanks for building my Abberation for me. Oh, dude, of course. I'll be sure to put it in your mail with your Hydra. Little moldy in spots? Yeah. It must be the moisture in the air coming from Florida. They look like a nightmare to build, but they look awesome. Like, that thing's still sitting, that box set is still in my cart of maybe. I just bought the Artist Opus brushes, and that's been like, that was another $100. So I was like, maybe I don't need the Saturn Terminators. I did the glue trick on a lot of it. It's a great kit. She's so much bigger than I thought she would be. Sweet. Falunda's Griffin, how are you? If I remember correctly, I think you're building an RG Sazabi tonight. GW is making them that way now. That is true. They are making them in 100 pieces, but the detail is just going up for them. .40mm. I found that out earlier today, thanks to chat. But yeah, she's on a 40mm. Wait till you get to the damn hammer arm. All right, we'll see. We'll see. What's up, Hobbynomicon? How are you, man? Any issues with cloaks, but otherwise there's a lot of posability, and no need for the dreadnought to take 3 hours and 4 hours. Oh my lord. As UK based, but soon. Good, good, good. Yeah, sleep important. Make sure you guys get your sleep. Yeah, my red Gundam, I got that today, and I was like, oh, that's cool. I got Nostilla on my doorstep, so that's gonna be built tonight. It'll be added to my backlog of Gundams. It just keeps growing. It's like collecting box art at this point. I'm sure we all know what that feels like. Probably zoom in a little bit. Won't be as good as War Machine, so it feels like an investment. Yeah, I'm literally would be getting it just to paint the cool Terminators. But I think I'm gonna get the new Chapter Masters that they announced as my cool like painting project, and then I'm gonna get the Cathay Dragon Lady as a painting project. Those new Orgoth models do be looking quite good. Will not deny that. I really like the NIS models too. One, two. And then you, okay, all right. You go like this. You look like you go like this. You sure do. Cool. Oh yeah, if I got GW models, it would be to paint them for like a competition. It wouldn't be for like tabletop needs. Because I would never play the game. Newness is the correct response. I'm very excited about those. I cannot wait for that box set, dude. Yeah, I think it's gonna help. I hope it helps both of the armies' metas too, in terms of like shaking them up and actually get them some new models to play. All right, well, this one's interesting. Try to make sure we're getting. Yeah, there we go. Flindo, your painting is like really good for tabletop standard. I like it. You're also able to like knock out models pretty quickly, so I'd say that's a good thing. Is it Anissa, Ravel, the Old Legion, Solar Raptor? Oh, that's gonna be a question for somebody who knows more War Machine than I do. I may be the guy behind the camera there right now, but I do not know that. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Tyrants. Thank you. You are the wizard of knowledge. The Dusk models look sick too. I've seen people. I think people are down about the murder kitties is because they're not sure how they're going to fit into Dusk currently. I don't think it's the models that are bothering people. And that's like my whole thing. I'm like, how do these function in Dusk? Because they're NIS models and they're war beasts. And then, so we're all just kind of eager for the rules, I think is the problem. With the cats, at least. So I'm still gonna do Scorn, but I will probably set. The new Kithguard is calling to me too. Like old Umbreed didn't call to me. The Kithguard are like, they're scratching that orc itch. I know they're not orc, they're trolls. But like, yeah, I'm excited for the Kithguard. The little pigman, the little pig out of the box, I think was probably my favorite. Or the pig that looked like the Nurgle carrying the ammo. That's of course similar to old Umbreed. It's just gonna be interesting to see how that, like, those two war beasts are probably gonna be like a super solo for us in Dusk. And like, how does that affect our list? How does that affect our rules? Is it gonna be any good? Do you connect somewhere on the bottom? I think you just connect up top. This is a cool kit, yeah. This is a pretty dope kit. I like this model so far. This is also my first Cephalix model ever. Look at me expanding my horizons. Unless one of them is a proper OG journeyman light beast. I could see it being... Actually, I don't know. I don't know what I could see with, like, that kit. Because all the other, like, the Super Juniors are all 20 points. Like, Razor and Vakul are 20 points. So, like, I could see Lanissa and... Oh, this is going to be not happening. Lanissa and the 2 Beast being, like, 18 points or something. Yeah, she's only one runner, and she's a total of 15 parts? Yeah, 15 parts. So, very manageable. I'm on A6 now. Is that her head? That's her head. Yeah, they're both light beasts. So I think they're gonna have a that'll be part of their rules. Flindo, do you think the Orgoth, because I have the bone dye. You think they'll be like constructs, or do you think they'll be like beasts? They'll have like a heavy and a light war beast. Because Dusk has 2 lights, and the Orgoth has like the heavy and the light. That fits together pretty snug, just like out the gate. I'm gonna shave that down a little bit more, just in case. She looks really cool. Up close, like, she looks really good. Big fan of this model. Honestly, I can't say the Bone Daddy. He was a cheap boy. I am pretty sure they have changed a fair bit since their cheap days. Or since those days. I can't say for certain, but I have a feeling they're, like, quite changed. Because that was before... they were gonna be like, yeah, you could have War Beasts and Warjacks in the same army. Yeah, 11 points for him would be pretty sweet. Just another big chunker. But I wonder if they'll do him as like a package now. Like the whole thing's 20 points. I hope not. I am a gore shade hater. That is where I stand on that. Falkir had to die to kill him. So that's where I stand on that statement. Both these minis are plastic, not resin. Yeah, plastic is pretty sweet sometimes. Like, plastic has its benefits for sure. I know that it's a hot topic of liking resin Who was it? One of the I saw a meme and it was there are two wolves inside of you. One says I hate hips and one says I hate resin. Did I play Sea Raiders Lamau? What if he's not a caster? What if like the what if the Orgoth one's not a full caster? It's a super junior. Maybe he could just be included in your list. Valkyrie was the red version of Falor. You're making me feel dumb tonight, Shamrock. I'm just saying. I'm saying all these cool words. And I'm just like, what's going on? What's all this? Where's Wombat? Have you got your Aberration and Nostilla built out yet? It says this one goes. You go there. Oh, and then you strip it. I see. That's pretty nifty. All right. I keep my paint. Like they aren't Kithka. I mean, I don't know if you're one to like army hop, but you could probably. Brinebloods are doing pretty well in the meta. You could probably move them to somebody wanting to join and then pick up Kithguard. I do know you're a troll person though, so you do want to keep all your trolls. Valor, the Legion of Everblight UA for the Legionaries. Guys with swords. Yeah. That's the beauty of having a lot of armies is you can like project swap. Oh, I'm bored with this, I move to this. Oh, I'm bored with this, I move to this. Yeah, like I'm in full dusk mode right now because I have a dusk repaint to do, which I'm actually very excited about. I am very excited about my dusk repaint. Some of these mold lines are kind of annoying. I gotta make sure she's as perfect as I can get her. Sorry, old Legion of Everblight. The Dawn Guard Sawzle. I gotcha. I still love Brian Blitz. Yeah. And it's good to have those binge models though. Like that binge like a group. And then you just get a lot of work done. Hyperfixation is a superpower when you can control it. Cleanup? I'm in the middle boat of I agree. I like both. Probably the very neutral YouTuber take to have. I like both. I was talking to Hobby Nobicon earlier, and I don't know if he saw the message or not, responded. I was talking like, we were talking about mini crates as like one of the coolest things about War Machine. I was like, I wish they just added that to my mini factory. Screaming hot take of both. No, I said the hottest take earlier in Dusk chats. I was in the Panda Discord, the Trash Panda Discord. And I was like, I said, what did I say? I basically just said, Israfil's a terrible jack. You should never take her. That's my take. And immediately just, whoa, 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 whoa. It was funny. That's what it was. But yeah, mini crates, back to my other tangent. I'm sure this will spawn a chat tangent, but mini crates in the My Mini Factory, but as like a extra tier, because it costs $15 for the model, and then like $7 shipping. So you could charge like the same, not the same price, you don't need shipping, but you could charge 15 and make it a super tier, and then you're paying the monthly anyway. Some had to say it because it's true. Yeah, Israfil is just not it. Yeah, and then you're charging, then you can get, if you want to do, then in my head, I'm no company running, because it's 15 extra bucks on top of your $10 a month for mini crate, and then you're paying 25, which is like roughly what it costs to buy a mini crate aftermarket anyway. It's almost as much as that, and then you're getting all the My Mini Factory stuff. And then when they put out like the successful experiments and you need 3 of them for a unit, you could just print 3 of them. My drag says, otherwise you heathen. It's reach 2. Reach 2 means nothing to her. She needs reach 3 back. Israfil needs reach 3. And a point reduction. Or a POW increase or something. Whoa, hold on. Yeah, she needs something to get back. So like, here's the problem. She was really broken because of Cyrafel. And I can't take credit for this. This is all Riker. He was like, Israfil was really broken and got nerfed because of Cyrafel. And Cyrafel got double nerfed. So when you nerfed them both, same thing with cats. When you nerfed everything, it just hurt the faction a lot. I don't know if it's something that's on their mind. I don't run the company, and it's not for me to be like, hey, you guys should go change how you're doing this product. That's not my job. I can say my opinion, and if it catches traction from the interwebs, sure. But I'm not gonna go tell them like, you should do this. Because like, I'm sure they have whatever they want to do. But then like, it also gets rid of like, oh, did my mini crate ship this week? I don't know. That's just me on that. And like, I love mini crate. I'll never not unsub to it. And like, even if I don't want the model, I'll get it anyway. Because someone I know who's getting into the game who will want it, and they'll be like 6 months down the line, they'll be like, oh, I wish I had that mini crate. I'm like, oh, here, just give me what it costs to get it. I don't care. Then those cool models help those new players enjoy the game with cool models they can't get. And then you're just making the War Machine community as good as it always is. So it's just, that's why I never unsub. because you will at least always get your money back, and you will make someone happy. I'm on A9. Make Dusk great again. Dusk is in such a weird spot. It's on like this razor wire of being broken. Because it's really good. All of our things are really good. But like, if you do one thing too much, the army will be broken. Like, our jacks are like Mat 7 jacks. And we just have, I guess every jack's Mat 7, but like, we just have so many things that are like almost broken. Like, Hazaroth is Escort and Shadowmancer on a Warjack caster. Bonkers. But he doesn't, he plays one Warjack, maybe two. And the second is an Arc Node. So but like, if you make our jacks like halfway decent, he becomes one of the best casters. Because then you can have one in his battle group that has Escort, because he's always going to cast Escort. And then he's going to be arm 20 the whole game. It's like, okay, go ahead, kill my arm 20 caster. Not saying it can't be done, but like, arm 20 caster, then get through my metal mountain that I can just heal all of it. Yeah, hot takes with Ice King tonight. That's what we're doing. Have you hit Haz with the repaint? I haven't. So for Nova, I don't have time to prep that many models with the repaint. So I have to leave them in the table ready state they are of the yellow. And then from there, after Nova, I can like just base coat everybody and go to town on the repaint. And what more than likely what I'll do is I'll do a unit at a time just to make it easier for myself. Like, I'll paint a unit every 2 weeks kind of thing. And try to piecemeal just like my Hazaroth list. Because after Nova, I probably won't be going to too many events because of like work life. I'll be running an event which doesn't require me having a painted army. So I'll probably just do like a unit at a time and like a model for funsies, like a Kithgard Jack or a Beast, and like an Umbre Jack Beast. Nice. Clearly, you could tell how much I play War Beast. It is Dusk Antics. I'm all about Dusk Antics. I love Dusk. They're so fun to play. They have so many like silly shenanigans that are like, oh yeah, that thing that's alive. Oh, it also damages you when you don't kill it, but you can't kill it because of a rule I have. These little spindly bits in their tiny mold lines. Where's my brush? There it is. Forgot I had this. Wipe off all the dust. What do you guys use for mold line removal? I've always used, I use a file and an X-Acto knife. If it's like a sharp bit, I'll use the front blade, but I'll usually just use the back of the blade for a lot of things. Phaelus or Dices for the Hazaroth list. Can only pick one, Dices. Did we get directions? The directions are the numbers on the sprue, my friend, and the picture on the box. There might be directions somewhere online. I'm not following them. What's up, Arcane? I am in chat. If anyone actually wants to come hang out in chat, like, I'm in the. If people want to come talk, I'm in. Like, if you want to talk to me in person, I'm in the stream chat. If you join and didn't say anything this whole time, I'm on streamer mode. The QR code doesn't work for me. Scan me to learn more about this set. I feel like the scan me to learn more about this set is probably just a thing of the app. But let me try in a second. Let me finish this arm real quick. Getting all the cleanup done on it. Let's see. Where's my phone? Phone. Where's my phone? Oh, it's on the ground. Back. So this QR code takes me to the mercenary page on Steamforged. Just lists all the mercenaries and a little summary on the mercenaries. Is there another QR code on this box? There is not. I think somebody assembled the monstrosity wrong and the non-tactical rock leg didn't stand on the base. Ruh-roh. Ah, you popped in and I had you turned up from your normal mic and it just tackled my ears. You're good. I turned you down. You're good now. I think someone, yeah. But the leg, easy to do. I'll make sure not to do that. Interesting. Okay. I was thinking about doing a different rock, but I don't think I will. Just for the sake of, I would like this done before Nova. Like that's my other thing. It's like, painting requirements. It's fine. It's fine. Because if there wasn't a painting requirement, I would never finish the model. I'll admit that. Yeah. My Phantasm, I think, I talked to Erica. I was like, do I need to have a finished base for my Phantasm? They're like, as long as it's on the correct size base and the model is painted, you'll be all right. I was like, all right, thank God. Because I'm painting up 2 Seeker Adepts with different bases, and I'm going to have everyone at Nova vote on which one's cooler. So, and that'll be... Yep, for the bases at least. I got the armor and all that stuff figured out. I just do not know what I want to do for the bases. I'm either doing like Albuquerque, New Mexico, Red Desert. or I'm doing a blood ocean with like purple black rocks. Yeah, very different. Yeah. I think with the purple, the red desert is going to look better, and then I could do like the upkick dust and all that stuff. And it fits with like me having a vendetta against Acres always beating me, so I can just take him to Scornland and beat him. Use cotton wool balls and an airbrush to make smoke for the base. That is what I will be doing for my plugger base, actually. He's going to be dropping in from his stealth cloud and killing a deathjack. Or not a deathjack, just a cricksjack. I think I have a bag of cotton balls around here somewhere. So I bought it. I was going to use them for another base. And then it sat in the project box of unused things, as most things do. Yeah. That is... What is it? I almost bought more water effects for like the blood ocean. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta do it right and test it. And then I realized, I think I have water effects already. Went and checked my box. I have water effects already. I almost bought crackle paint too. I was like, you know what? No, I don't need to buy crackle paint for a test model, because what if the blood ocean wins? So I didn't buy it. I had self-control. I know. Thanks, Dad. I just say. Just tired of having a box of things that just do not get used like often enough for me to like want to have it take up space in my house. How are you modifying yours? Oh no. Oh, the Cricks dude. The dark. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. She looks freaking sweet though. Like, I didn't think this model was this cool, like, looking at the box art. I thought the big guy was the cool one. It also fits the rules, because she also has a crazy rule set. Yeah, everyone's gonna use it. I do wonder how many are gonna be at Nova. Hey, that's only for my advantage here. I'm okay with this. Ugh. I'm playing him with Dusk, so it doesn't really count. Dusk isn't real. Correct. The wide packet is kind of There are so like, and a lot of my losses are like, I just killed 60 points of their army. Oh, I just lost on scenario. Thanks. Yeah, and it's just because our stuff's so expensive. We can't trade. Or we can, it's just like, it's just bad for us to trade. Yeah. If it gets picked off on the way up by anything. I do now. Abberation. Thank you. Yeah. Two sticky and icky sprays. Arcane Precision. Might as well prime them right after. I will not be priming right after. I will be putting some texture paint on them, and then I will be letting that dry overnight, and I will be priming on Sunday? Because I might try to get some models from locals and be like, hey, can I put this on my base of my aberration? But I think I am going to try to do like one of Ninjaon's new paint styles, like where he like undersprays with one color and then he oversprays with a brighter color and he just goes straight to the midtone, no base coating. Time saving, if it works, it should be way better. Is that where that goes? Question here. So you definitely go over on this side. And then you definitely go like that. Yeah. Alright, cool. Need more mold lines to fit though. Yeah, Arcane Precision. I fully expect yours to be painted by tomorrow, from the way you're talking. So. And Tyrant's will be painted like in the next hour. He'll be fine. He'll do one Bob Ross stream and it'll be done. How are you gonna paint yours? Oh, okay. Nice. Any colors in mind? Like a red one, probably? I think so. I probably have. You're just gonna have it match that. Okay. Nice. NMM? I'm ready. Arcane's like, yeah, let me go to Florida and get it. It's not in Florida. I can tell you that. Mine says it's in North Carolina. And you know what's funny? Mine's in my house. And I can tell you, I don't live in North Carolina. Yeah, as soon as I saw the box, I was like, this is going to be a big model. She is. Holy heck. I love this model so much. Mmm. I actually just bought a pack of ball bearings to use for weights. So I have my Trench Crusade model, and I'll show off. I'll cover up the parts that can't show. But like, she's got giant wings. But when you set her down, she wants to fall backwards. So I'm printing a base that's like the same size as hers, adding it to the bottom. But when I'm gonna pause in the middle of the print when it's in its infill setting and just drop ball bearings in it, and then it'll print over it. So her base will be taller by like 3 or 4 millimeters, which does not matter for Trench Crusade, because they're like just, they don't care what as long as the model's on the table and looks cool, and as long as you're having a good time, they don't really care. But yeah, and I saw somebody do the trick with Gundams. They the Gundam's wings were too big, so it wouldn't stand up. So they opened up the legs, and in all the gaps in the legs, they just put like ball bearings. I was like, oh, that's pretty smart. Would a quarter be a better insert than ball bearings? Quarters are pretty light, and like yeah, I feel like coins nowadays just aren't what they used to be, and like you can fit in ball bearings into weird spots where like, because they're varying sizes, and you can do a bunch of them. And if you wanted to get like extra heavy with it, you do the ball bearings, lay them in there, put sand in it, and then pour super glue on it. So you could just make a heavy base that would just never, that would probably break the model if it fell. But my Nostilla, Aberration, Trench Crusade models, and NIS models are all going to be pretty much painted the same. They're going to be like the blue World of Warcraft witches, like the dark, like the snow. It's snow. Like I think they're ice knights. Somebody show me a picture, but they're like blue winter. And just like a very cold theme, so I'm excited to have my real ice models again for the Ice King. It's on theme now. Bro's out here building, and I'm just sticking coins to faces. Look, sometimes at work, I get into little fits when I'm bored, and I get hyperfixated on solutions. Are you actually already painting? I was like, no way. No. Can we get a series of these in shorts? Building or painting? Oh, of like the NIST stuff? Yeah. I don't know if I'm debating on if the aberration should be a shorts thing or if like a full video's in order. Not quite sure. That's fair. Definitely is possible. Is a thing I can do. Oh, your hyperfixation solutions to modeling problems? Oh, that'd be pretty cool. I don't know if I have enough good ones to share in more than like 2 videos. And they're also only like theoretical ideas. I haven't put these into practice yet. I tend to have more ideas than I do time. That is a real problem to have. How are you on mold lines? Did I get all of them? Not yet. But if the Trench Crusade thing works, I will probably do it on my other models. So I can't really do hobby videos on the Trench Crusade models because they are not safe for work. So did I show them to you? I'm gonna send them to you. Where's the phone again? I lost my phone again. I'm real good at that. There it is. There you go. Sent. So I'm playing the Court of the Seven-Headed Serpent, the Sin of Lust. So it's kind of on brand. Yeah, and I wear anime like girl shirts all the time, so it's like super on brand for me. All right, one more part and Nostilla is done. The real question is, will I be able to finish the aberration tonight? I don't know about finish, because I would like to eat dinner at some point, but... being only 2 runners, and the parts are big, I do enjoy. So... Fiddly. Sweet. You go like that. Cool. How is the hammer hand for you? Ish. I was warned about it, so that's why I asked. Yeah. I bought an extra bottle of liquid cement to make some sprue glue. Yeah. Okay. There she is, all done. Looking sweet. She will not get put on the base today because I might get some Trench Crusade bases painted for them. That feels on brand for them. B1. Dude, he got the dogs out. Where's one? That's two. Oh, there's one. It's the giant rock. I'm so glad the tactical rocks are separate pieces. That brings me so much joy. And the fact they started doing it on the resin minis too, oh, I'm so excited. That's also, yeah. Yeah. I'm so excited for my Phantasm. It'll be my first like hands-on. Yeah. I got the little notification like, hey, it's moving. So. Yeah, this tactical rock looks cool enough for me to keep. Oh, I posted this in one of the Discords. Do you happen to have the Lanissa mini crate from like early Mark II? Not Mark II. Mark IV. I think it was an Elsa model. Okay. Yeah. I need to, I want to hunt it down so I can play that as my Lanissa proxy. Because, in worst case, I fall back on the old Lanissa, the old Elsa. I do have that still. Dude, I'm giving this guy a pedicure. Getting his bunions. Not exactly how I imagined spending my Friday night. The Elsa was Iris, wasn't it? It was Iris. That was the model. It was Iris, and it was like, why did Iris get another mini crate? Everyone at first, and I think that's why people skipped it. I had wished I got it. Or maybe I thought I got it and they never sent it, because that was back in the days where shipping was even weirder. So. What's up, the builder? That goes in there. That's like push fit. Hell yeah. Guess I don't want to glue that to the base quite yet. B3. B3. Ah! Just knocked over my Nostilla. We're alive. Oh no. There's B3. Yeah, these are some big parts. I guess it was either it was either big parts with mold lines or a bajillion small parts. So what doesn't match? Because I've been seeing that. Yes. I'm looking at the box. Okay. Yeah. Interesting. I wonder, I would love to know the reasoning why those don't make it into final production. I'm sure. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I wonder if making those those extra bits and their connections added an extra runner, which added X amount of dollars to price. Yeah. Yeah, because people did not like the cool and all of the extra like all the Chimera ones, because they are way more fiddly. Well, the fact that I might be able to finish in an evening is a good start. I'm very excited to see the Orgoth and the Dusk hips. Because that, you know, that is, as Russ says, every hips they do is it like, they're like, this is the best hips, this is the best hips. So they're just making constant improvements. Yep. Sweet. Sent me a listing for eBay. Dude, look at Arcane Precision. Freaking legend. I didn't expect to spend more money tonight, but maybe I will be. Yeah, he's like, yeah, it's my listing. I'm charging you $70 because I know you want it. Yeah. Ships from, like, whatever state he's from. Ah, interesting. Very interesting, good sir. Very convenient, you could say. Does Seth now play Dusk? Oh, yeah. That makes sense. Maybe it's party foul. I mean, if it's not in the US, I'm definitely not buying it. And I don't even like paying that much more than MSRP on them. It's at that point, if it's that much more, I'm just like, I don't need the model. I very much was okay with saying, that's too expensive. I don't need it. Well, it's like with Gundam, I've gotten so like, it's like trained me to be that way because all their stuff is like, will always come back in print. It doesn't matter. Like, it's just a matter of like, do you care about waiting 3 years for it to come back in print? And then if you're okay with waiting the 3 years, cool. And if you're not, you pay the upcharge. Rich mahogany. Yeah, this week I haven't been able to paint because I just haven't had like a lot to paint because all the stuff I've been waiting for is like not arrived yet. I'm very excited to get to painting this week or next week. That's going to be a dope thing to have on my plate. It's like I've actually been having fun painting. It's crazy. What a crazy experience. But yeah, I'll be bringing back the paint streams and all that stuff just as I progress through Nova to get ready for Nova. Yeah, my schedule's finally like clearing up to like manageable amounts of work, and I'm like, oh, thank God. I haven't had it like this weekend is my last busy weekend. Yeah, and then I have not next weekend, but the weekend after that, I'm going to a tournament, so that's different. So going up to Northern Virginia to play in the Leather Gauntlet, as they're deeming it. The last minute prep for all the Nova people, the Northern Virginia people to have ready for Nova Open. It's going to be a very good party. I'm sure Justin, Danny, Adam, all the Maryland people, some of the DMV people I'm sure will come down. All the Virginia people will be there. Right round, baby, right round. Nice. I did the count today. I'm only like 10 paints away from owning all of the P3 paints, the new ones. Yeah. Yeah, I backed, I don't know if you heard earlier, I definitely bought the Artist Opus brushes. I looked at the two different sets, and then I looked at the sets on Artist Opus, and they don't have that exact set of brushes on their website. So on their website, they have either the dry brush set or like the normal brush set. They don't have like a combination of both. But I was like, what do I need dry brushes for? Hang on. Dry brushes are like pretty easy to replace. So they haven't sold me on the magic of those yet. So I was like, okay, do I need all, then I did the math of, do I need all of the fancy brushes? And the only brush you're missing out when you get the smaller one is a size 6 brush. How often do I use a size 6 brush that I care about the quality? And I was like, not very, yes, correct. So I bought the smaller option. But yeah, that's where I was like, I want the smaller set. So I got the smaller set. And it's one of those things, if I like them, I can always buy more. Yeah. I saw a funny like study of like how capitalism is like a whole thing now, and like what started the problem was actually just the cost of living going up. So people feel like they couldn't be enjoying things in life because they couldn't like afford a house or whatever. This is getting really going to be really off topic for my channel, but it's a very interesting thing. And they're like, oh, so that's why they started buying. That's where like this thing called, like they called it small treat culture came from. Like, oh, hey, life sucks. I can't buy a house. I can at least buy myself a coffee and enjoy it. And I was like, that's so intriguing. And then that's where like that just kept going on and on and on and on until people were like, their small treat culture became like a $30 smoothie in the UK. And I was like, oh, Jesus. Okay, that's too far for me. Paul Andre, you made it. You sure did. Did you get your aberration? Paul Andre? I know you said it was getting delivered. But yeah, there's my small tangent about treat culture. And I was like, it kind of makes sense because of like just like the cost of living is just like dramatically higher than it used to be. And I was like, that's interesting. Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully soon. At 9 p.m. Eastern. You have an hour and 24 minutes. I believe in your FedEx delivery driver. My FedEx delivery driver was not even in a FedEx truck, so. He was in a Penske rental truck. A lot of our Amazon like delivery drivers in our area are like in their personal vehicles. Which like, I gotta know the logistics on that. Yeah, because now they could just pay you some money for your mileage, but then you have to deal with the time and maintenance on your vehicle. So yeah, they're losing a little bit of money, but the time saved of not having to have their trucks in maintenance. Okay. Buy a fleet of vehicles. How interesting. I saw a thing where they went through the cost of stuff now and 30 years ago, and it was like crazy shit. Now it's quite the opposite. Yeah, like some of the stuff we just like get and stuff is like pretty. I'm throwing my model around. Like prime example, hard drives. I remember when I brought my first SSD was $500 for my 500 gig SSD, but now a 4 terabyte NVMe is $200. Oh no. Oh, okay. Now you can buy terabyte SD cards for your phone for like $100. Not even. Insane. It's USPS. Oh yeah, USPS by 9 o'clock. That's quite. I've seen some miracles happen with USPS, so I'll hold out a little bit of hope. Yeah. Oh, but if like that person was like sick. Yeah. Well, that makes sense. Like the person goes and does an over route and like, hey, do you want overtime? Go do this route. That's pretty neat. I was almost a postal worker. When I was like 21 and I was like, I don't know what to do with work. They're like, go be a postal worker. They pay well and you get good benefits. So I was like, all right. And then I like thought about it and then I didn't apply. Yeah. 11 and 12. Oh, there's B7. I was like, what am I missing? I missed his foot. Got the grippers out. Yeah. And then there's B10. Oh, his kneecap. And then, yeah, then it's time for the big torso. I love how this torso is just like 2 big clamshell parts. It's pretty sweet. Especially pin him up. Ooh. Window. Freshly painted models. Valix killed Harusk turn 2 with feet. Ouch. Was Harusk under feet too? Because then it's even like a ouch. Then it's even more ouch. Oops, all crit did his work. I was like, he'll be okay. He's arm 21 and tough. Oof. Well, today, what did we learn, class? You know what? I hope Riker would never do this, but I wish Riker would give me Harusk under feet with a phantasm. That'd be sweet. I'll fish for that crit. All day. I forget who it was. Someone did the math. If you have the reroll and you have 3 dice, You have a 66% chance to hit the crit. And you have 3 dice, so it's like you're probably hitting them anyway. Felix has a brutal feat. He sure do. Oops, all crits is pretty fun. How many points was the game, Flindo? Pete, nothing personal. Teleported close enough to kill me. Yeah, of course, man. Thanks for joining. If people in chat, this is Tyrants in the Field, Joe. Have a good night, man. It's just me and you, chat, now. Just me cleaning up some toes on a Friday night. Yeah, that goes there. Press that in to get rid of the gap. There's a little bit of a gap here. Interesting. Yeah, I want the gap gone from the front more. And we can glue in the side leg armor. Glue the kneecap on. Oh yeah, kneecap definitely goes first. Cool. Then we can clean the his look at this big back. Big back. He literally did 0 damage to any of my other guys. So like if I'm assuming if Harusk doesn't die, you just win that game. Like, is there a world where he doesn't go for the kill and then like he tries to kill your other stuff? Sounds brutal. Doesn't Valix have brutal damage on crit? Isn't that his rule? Did you do that on purpose, Paul? This is where I'm curious about how the seams are. Clean up. Spit. Maybe. Oh, look at you, sneaky devil, you. My music stopped. It sure did. Yeah. All right. Music's playing again. And then I'm assuming the legs get... That's his back. What is this? Oh yeah, the legs go like that. Oh, that's neat. Then this one goes like that. Oh, that's not too bad. No. Cool. Need to use a ton of glue though. Make sure to take a big whiff of your Tamayo extra thin liquid cement, of course. And of course I mean this theoretically, of course. Never do that. That's not how I imagine that leg going in, but now that I see it, it kind of makes sense. Pretty cool if you ask me. There we are. Don't focus on my hands, focus on the model, please. There we go. I think I need this front piece now. B13, sure do. Sweet. He does have a lot of parts, and it is a little later than I thought it was going to be. So I might finish this up tomorrow, and then the next stream that'll be, might get this piece glued on, and then the next stream will be me just painting this guy, because I'll have him primed over the weekend. So I'd say he probably has, because I've only been going at him for like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So he's probably like an hour total, I'd say. Which for how big he is, really not that bad. I'll take that. Nostilla is quite big too. So like her taking the little hour that she did, I think she probably took like 45 minutes-ish. Feels quite all right. That's not too bad. No, I think they did a big improvement over the last 2-player box with this already, which is sweet. And like an hour and a half to 2, and I'm also taking a lot of extra time, like sanding every part, getting every mold line. So like if you don't care about those things, these would go together super quick. Yeah, you could definitely have them built and based in an evening, and the next day paint them, prime them in the morning, and then like by end of the day you could be painting them. So this seam is where I'm curious about how it goes, like how this all looks. Yeah, I'm gonna need to sprue glue that probably. Green stuff it. Which is fine. I fully expect to have that on an organic model. It was not going to be perfect. But pretty good. Easy fitment overall, though. Let's get this torso out. Get the glue ready. He's a big lad. He is a big boy. I'll have to get a picture. Once I get this on, I'll get a picture of him. I'll show you guys next to Nostilla. We shall call him Tiny. Tiny Tim. And he does just fit together very well. Like that just goes on without question. So we're gonna do as little much as we can here and get this in there. So when we do go to clean them up, it's a little easier. Like some of these we can fix right now. Little sprue trick. Yeah, a little. Yeah, these bigger flat ones we can fix like right now. We just gotta fix like the biceps and stuff right here later. Right? I picked her out of the box. I was expecting like a very small like model I would just build because I have to build because I want to build this guy. And I built Nostilla and I was like, I like Nostilla a lot. Simple gap fill. Right there. If you don't know this trick, it is take some plastic glue, put that in there, you run your file over the area, the shavings get stuck by the plastic glue, and then they melt together. It's not perfect, doesn't always work, but like on flat areas, it does a pretty good job. Like the underside of his arms here, we can do that with. But for your more exposed areas, you're definitely going to want to like spend some time on the gap fill to make them pretty. So yeah, here's Aberration. Here's Nostilla. They're like, this is kind of funny. Because the reason I thought she was going to be so small is look at this box art. Wrong way. Look how small she is. This does not match. This matches a little bit more. This does not match her by any means. Welcome surprise. Let me say that. Welcome surprise. And yeah, he is on a tactical rock. I just didn't glue it. So I'm going to wait till what kind of base I have him on. Aberration's her boyfriend? That checks. That could be a fun cosplay. I could do that. Good luck convincing, though. Assuming he's... I usually cut the connection parts for a more flush connection. They honestly went in fine and I didn't have any problems with like depth on them. Compensator class box art. I just don't remember Nostilla being that large when I saw her in person. Or maybe she wasn't at Adepticon? Maybe it was just the Aberration? I don't know. But yeah, the rock goes on pretty good, and then he just sits there. I'm just waiting to see what I want to do for the bases tonight. I'm going to do that after I eat. What's next? I'm on 13, which then goes to 14, because I know how to count. Bet you the Aberration does love Nostilla. She's like, that's my girl. Oh, it's little baby arms. Baby arm time. Oh, there's two parts to the baby arms. There's an outside part to the baby arm. The monstrosity loves. This one can. I think they can love. They can love like the feeling of something. So why not? Nostilla probably pumps him full of drugs, and I'm sure he loves that. It's kind of like Cephalix's whole things, right? Is Cephalix just Emperor's Children all over again? Where's Fulgrim? He's basically Bane. Bane with a dummy mommy that controls the drugs. I like it. I'm here for it. I mean, Nostilla does have a spell called Dark Seduction. It's kind of on brand. Yeah, we're gluing this, and then we'll do the filing on this to get the mold lines down. We'll do some of it here. This will be hard to reach once it's blue. But then who's Batman? I want to know which back to break. Iris? No, not my girl. Sabrith. Sabrith is. She's the one causing all the problems in the Iron Kingdoms. Harusk is just watching her die. Paul, do you play Dusk? Yes. Yeah, Hexabrith. Yeah, that's pretty much what happened because Harusk knows what the mask does. Because he's been there, done that. I play Dusk, OU, Circle, Scorn. I have issues. I don't think that's having issues. I think that's having armies. I mean, like, I can't say much. I had Dusk, only Dusk. I wasn't going to play another army. Gravediggers was like, hey, we're pretty cool. And I was like, yeah, you're pretty cool, all right. So I own Gravediggers now. And then I saw the new Kithgard models, and I was like, okay, well, I didn't think I was going to be a troll player, but here we are. So. And like Grimkin, Circle, and Scorn and all that, those are armies you've had for years. Like, that's not like something you bought like yesterday. I mean, maybe you did. I don't know. I don't judge, but like, I still have my Ret army downstairs. I don't count that in like armies I play because it kind of just sits on my shelf. But like, I play Dusk. Yeah. If OU was coming right, I would have gotten them. Yeah, I think a lot of the people who did the same thing as you did, or they're like, I'll get both, and then they got Gravediggers. They're like, oh god, Gravediggers is like, I think people bought Gravediggers because they're cool, and then I saw a lot of people selling them because they're like, they're not everybody's cup of tea. And they could have been yours, but I think if you liked OU at all, I think you made the right call. And Flindo's a Scorn enjoyer, you could say. Oh, I did eBay a bit of the Scorn when I got back in. Hey, you gotta get those missing pieces. There's still a few Dusk pieces I'm missing that I need to pick up. I need to pick up a lawnmower. I know what I like. Are either of you gonna get Menoth when they get announced at Adepticon next year? Because I have that marketing there. My mini factory doing work. What it's doing. I love that. No, but I will convince the player who could. Yeah, I'm excited. There's gonna be a lot of cool armies, and like, I'm sure I'm gonna buy a couple NIS models, or like the other Vampire Dusk people that are coming. How much of them, I don't know. I guess it's going to depend on the balance changes. Because, like, I'll have Gravediggers. Like, I'll have effectively, like, 2.5 armies to play. So I won't need like a full model's worth of like another army. Because I want to make next year like paint a model a month and then like put a lot of reps in on the table kind of year. Because it is really challenging to like paint several armies a year and play well enough to travel and do well in tournaments. Because I do, not even just do well, just to go there and have fun. Because it's not super fun for me to just go there and get my face beat in. It's still a fun event, but like I do like winning some of my games, if that makes sense. It's also like I know I could be playing a little better if I had more time to play reps. So it's kind of like a mental battle I have. Like, oh, hey, you can paint or you can play. So next year I'm going to try to paint a little bit less, but paint some cool things. And then next year I'm going to try to play a lot. I love playing this game as much as I love painting this game. But I've accepted I have a life and I can't do everything at once. I do think once I get these little baby arms built, I'm going to wrap it up for the night. I feel like that is a good stopping point. Make sure those are trimmed down. Yep. Just over 2 hours of work, and I think I'm like 60% done with this guy. So I'd say that's pretty good. Oh, this is where I need to shape these down. Yeah, on that end. Lather some of this on. And then we'll hit him with this. Is that the Riker? Dude, I guess I'm not gonna end stream. I have to keep playing. You just got here. Yeah, you don't play with your miniatures you build? You just build them and let them sit on your desk? Hello, everyone. Chat, say hello to Riker from Battle Driven. He has joined us in the chat, in the voice chats. What's up, man? How are you? Ooh, that's gonna be fun. The oldest of Umbre. This is the little bits. Yeah, what did you think I was building? Did you think I was just cutting up some resin, like having fun? I also got plans for the Dusk and Orgoth Bond. We'll see what Corn's Scorn in the 2-player box might want both armies. When Scorn comes back, it's gonna be a crazy day. For everyone that's not a Scorn player. What's the plans for Dusk Orgoth box? We're pumped. Dude, Riker, the Orgoth box? Thoughts? I mean, just the models. I'm talking about the rules. Dude, I mean, like, I guarantee he drives like a Ford Raptor. Oh, of course. You don't, I mean, that's doing it correctly. I don't know what you mean. Okay. No, that didn't stay on there. All right, then. Yeah, The Orgoth models look very like just like rich and fun to paint, which is what I can say that as I have painted a whole Orgoth army. That is correct. Dude, that was like when it was during like in the middle of the army when it's like only halfway done, it hurt. But when I finished that army, I was like, goddamn right I did. I'm gonna feel the same way after I repaint Dusk. Yeah. No more yellow. No more. It's not that I'm over yellow. I want to try to... Oh, it's like 2 years ago because that's when the idea started. It's that, like, I want that yellow to work. I just need to have a project where it's one model and not a whole army to mess with it and make it work. Because that yellow is more complicated to make work as an army than I thought it was going to be. They should just make it Scorn versus Scorn a la Horus Heresy. Hey, I don't know who would be fighting Scorn versus Scorn. I don't know the lore. Oh, yeah, you're right. What is it earlier? I asked Tyrant how he's going to paint his Aberration. He goes, probably with some paint. I was like, fuck you. I love the shift in design away from what Mark IV launched. Yeah. I don't know. I like both. I think you should have both. Okay. Yeah. True. So we were talking about this earlier. The Dusk box, we're thinking, obviously this is rumors. We don't know anything. Super Junior with 2 beasts as a package for like 18 points. Yeah. But for the Orgoth, will it be a package of the 2 beasts? Will it be the heavy and the light? Or do you think there'll be something different? Oh. Okay, because it's a monstrosity. I was going to say, I think Orgoth probably is the most set up to do that because it has monstrosities. So do you think the Dusk one will be 20 points with 2 lights? So it just has to match. Yeah. Well, like, the Cool and Razor is 20 points. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, like Razor should be less points, but needed to fit the bill. Early Mark. Let's read in chat. Early Mark IV was too sci-fi, in my opinion, not enough to balance it. The Orgoth jacks were? Or do you mean the Dusk jacks were? Because, like, I was gonna say the Dusk jacks and the Dust aesthetic is yeah. They're like, because that's where I got the inspiration. I was like, oh, they look like Warcaster jacks. I'll paint them neon yellow. It's funny because I managed to pick up Warcaster models to make the yellow fit eventually. So whenever I get back to it, it will be Warcaster. Ooh, it begins. See you, bud. Good luck. Have fun. Might be probably a package. Yeah, I think he was right. The line philosophy of 20 points will probably be what it ends up. Man, 20 points for 3 models is gonna be. I feel like it's gonna be interesting to balance that, which is gonna be cool to see how they do. I think the light beats are just gonna be kind of weak, and like the caster will be cool. Might paint the base before putting down my flock. Some of the white appeared through the sand, and I don't like how it works. I think contrast over the sand it'll add some variation to it, and it'll cover up the white spots. That's probably the right call. But thinking about the box, I'm thinking about the Dust Calf because I know the model count. Because you have the 3-man unit, you have the solo, the caster, and the 2 beasts. So you'll have the caster and the 2 beasts be 20 points. Ish. The unit will be 7, and the solo being 3. I don't know if that's gonna be how that goes, because that feels really good to get a 3-point solo in Dusk. Or, like, God forbid we get a 2-point solo again in Dusk. I am going to finish this axe and then go off to bed. Not to bed, to get dinner. But, like, so that leads me to believe, or I'm praying, this is my pie in the sky. The module is like 16 points for the caster. The unit will probably be like 8 because dust things are just expensive. And then the solo is 4 points at least. You can clip that and save it if you want. That's my prediction. Now, the Orgoth, I'll be leaning on you two guys because you guys are the experts on the Orgoth one. Oh, dude, you know what? I think you're right. It's a super solo for Dusk because we needed another one. Hey, Dusk getting more super solos. I am okay with this. Alright, I see the gaps my buddy was talking about on the axe hand. Let me zoom in for you. Wrong way. So you've got these little interesting gaps right here. Here is fine. Maybe not. here, and then you have this big gap back here, which I'm gonna have to fill. I want the gaps in the back. I can fill that later. Yeah, so far this is my only critique of the model. And I post up 3 downs away at 6:30. Sag. But at least you'll have it tomorrow then. So you have something to look forward to on Saturday. Which is pretty good in its own right. And then like, get this to focus. These gaps right here. Those are not fun. I'm gonna try to fix them. It might be one of those things I have to do in stages. So yeah, you'll get your Nostilla tomorrow. You'll build it tomorrow, prime it on Saturday, and then you can paint it with me all next week. To me, it seems like a win-win condition, actually. We're gonna game tomorrow and we'll have it together. Nice. Who are you running it with right now? Like, are you running it with Dusk or are you running it with Old Umbre? So, like, I'm quite excited to be running it in Dusk right now. That's where, like, it's making my Hazaroth, like, list be very happy lately. This is definitely on the model sprue goo. Running your first Cephalix? Okay. Yeah, do it. I think he's gonna have a spot in Cephalix. Like getting friendly faction on Abberation is kind of like sweet. Kind of rocks, if you ask me. I'm gonna have to come back on that tomorrow. Yeah, that is. Yeah. Oh well. I'm probably gonna start painting 3 of my Reavers tomorrow. The one thing that sucks about them is there is a lot of Reavers. And I would remember, so the way I did my Reavers is like very interesting because I did the candy on them. I did 1 unit fully painted and then I did a second unit with just the candy, and then the base was finished. So they were like warriors encased in like the candy armor. So that's how I got through finishing the army. Are you excited about the Cephalix release this month? I've seen some pros and cons to it. Only Netflix. Well, it makes Hazaroth real good, man. Okay, makes Hazaroth real happy. 22. Where do you go? My music stopped. It sure did. Are you still watching? Yeah, I'm. Ugh. Where does this piece go? Just go on the outside. It looks like it goes on the outside of something. I want my Pharaoh. Yeah, that pig like teaser is super cool. I could totally see myself printing some pigs if they do that. Still watching music? I don't know. YouTube, it's like when you're on a video for a long time, they're trying to see if you're just like still there is all. Oh yeah, totally. Like that's how like if I was fully painting them, I would totally do that. This was like the candy red was draining my life energy, so I needed to save time somewhere. Where do you go? You look like you go. I'll zoom out on this one. Wrong way, camera. There we go. Oh, you go like this. I'm a silly goose. Just goes like that. No guard for Pharaoh. Yeah, I'm excited to see what they do. Yeah. The Pharaohs are gonna be, because like the Slayer, like they don't have. They said they're doing new Cephalix models from the My Mini Factory stuff. I want to see what those new Slayer models are gonna be, because if they're super dope, Chad, is he cooked? What's up, party foul? How are you, man? I'm finishing up this piece and then I gotta hop off to get some dinner. Is gluing this piece gonna make my life awful? No, it'll be fine tomorrow. It's just that I worry about, which will be fine. 5 out of 7, so cooked. Oh god, no, chat, what have you done? You don't need to eat. Actually, I do. I talked to my doctor and he's like, you're losing weight. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of allergic to a lot of things, so it's hard to find things I'm not allergic to, buddy. So there's the axe hand. Here's my Nostilla. They're currently the same height almost. I love this model so much. Man, I don't miss assembly. Well, when you get your Cephalix model, your 80 mil, you sure will be doing this. This was much faster than the previous 2-player box, though. He's got some more mold lines and seam lines to deal with. Like, I gotta go back with some sprue glue up here and fix this, but otherwise he is much better. The axe was a little interesting. I'll say that much. Nostilla was a dream. She's huge though. Like, where's the 40 mil base for this goofball? Like, what? What is this? This is... not on my list. Aw. Wait, am I just back from lunch? Is it not painted? Oh, frick, you got me. You got me. It is not painted yet. I am sorry. Alec, what's up, buddy? Dude, the box art's so wrong for her size. Oh, we were just talking about this earlier. I gotta show you now. She's so itty bitty. But she's not. Good time to order Carver and Big Pig for prep for Pharaoh. I mean, Carver and Big Pig are also just good models right now. And I don't see him getting nerfed more. So I feel like his rules are going to stay the same. So it's like, as a fallback, you have a good model to play in games and a cool looking model. What is next on this goofball? So like I'm just over 2 hours and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 parts left. So like just over 2 hours and like they're just about done. And like these last 2 parts would not take long. This part took a little longer than it probably should have, just because I was doing so much like seam removal. So, Death Redacted. Look, he was wearing the Death Jack t-shirt at Adepticon. I'm just saying. I just got Carvers and Big Pigus. It's a good model. I have mine currently on my shelf because Aberration's my new Merc. Death Rejected. Ooh. Not about the size of what you do with it. Death Rejected's good. Karchev 4. Oh, what was the Jack in the lore for Khador in the old Umbri? The Jack just turns on and walks away. Because there was like a Khador Jack that just like turned on. Drago, thank you, thank you. Sorsha, Drago, like super solo combo. Yeah, Vlad's Ancient Jack. That would be pretty rad. And it would definitely fit the 80 mil build that they're trying to push for models. I love that they have the 80 mil design space just to tinker with things. Karchev 6. Having the 80 mil as a design space, I love it. I really want a dusk themed Imperiatus. Like double Dawn blades, POW 20, lights things on fire. That is what I want. This and this. Where does this go? This is his backpack. So I think their 80 mil is going to be their battle engine space now. Because like Void Engine's a battle engine, I think. Well, it's not a battle engine, but like, would Vlad be Vlad 2-1? Yeah. Imperiatus, if that came back in a dusk form, man. Oh. It has the new generator rule. It's like just good. Vlad beat Vlad 2-1. And that's the other question. Would Drago, would he be like 80 mil is their warrior engine? Would Drago be like For Winter Core, or would he be like a Super Solo, like you said? I think he fits the bill of the Super Solo. So Winter Core could run the Jack. And have a Super Solo. And then you also get, like, Old Umbre, who's currently interacting with it. Some people were thinking it's going to be, Sorcerer's going to be their Apotheosis caster. That's what I was hearing. No more Dusk. No, I need more Dusk. Give me Dusk. Give me glory. Yeah, I think she comes back. I just don't know how. The Super Solo is a cute way to get her in both armies, though. Because I just can't see her being a caster for War Beasts. The Vlad Jr. Now, Vlad Jr. having his awakening, being able to control Beasts and Drago, and it has to be like only Vlad Jr. can control Vlad, or can control Drago, that'd be kind of interesting. It'd be quite interesting. Yeah. Big fan of where the lore's at right now. The Dark Prince returns. And this just clips on like that. Nice. Cool. True. It fixes both problems I just mentioned. Alright, I'm actually going to finish this Axe Arm, apparently, because you guys kept talking. I was like, oh, I'll just start the next part while you're talking. So, like, now I'm like, my stomach's screaming at me. So. I know you watch Ice King stuff. Please give us Zoom in off. Zoom in off is not going to be a thing. We know. I think you are going to get, like, super, like, dope, like, Paladin-esque models, and that in itself is going to be cool. And I don't think SFG watches my streams. Let's get that straight. Lose the crutch just like sleep? I mean, yeah, you can say that all you want, but I have goals to hit. And they require both food and sleep. What the lore of Strix is. Dino Men author we riot. Look, I almost started a riot. Cries in holy fire. Or what was it? Oh, it was when we couldn't get the codes. I almost started a riot. That was funny. I was like, give us the rules for the Dusk stuff, or we riot. I do hope they drop the rules for soon. The rules for the Dusk stuff. There will be dinos. I mean, like, I can't wait for the new Menoth to come out, and somebody like Alec should just put them all on dinos anyway. Because, like, we know that's going to happen. And it's going to be awesome when it's done. And there's a little bit of a gap right here. So when you guys are building yours on your axe, there's a little bit of a gap there. I'll have to fill. You can see where that goes. Butts up a little close to the lower little crabby claw arm. But yeah, you can still see that depth gap. So you're definitely going to want to fill that right there on the underside there. All on dinos? That would be the craziest. Like, yeah, they're like, hey, no dinos. Oh, by the way, alt sculpt dino. Oh, that would be so funny. Fun fact, I already have dino mounts. That's true, you do. You bought the Conquest minis. Because they do have dinos in that game. I wonder if they'll scale correctly for the Menoth. Because if they're just giant, like, paladins, it might not scale right. But what do I know? I'm just a dude. I got dinosaurs, true. All right, chat. I gotta bounce. Hate to bounce and leave you on a good moment. All of you are awesome. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I have to go get some food. We've made good progress on Nostilla and Abberation. I have the backpack. I have both the arms done. He needs a little bit. The axe needs a little bit more work. Zoom out, please. There we go. The tactical rock I didn't build, but it's there. It just goes like that. Nostilla is huge. She's packing, bro. These go there. I have the backpack here, and then just the head is left. Which is actually, funny enough, like one piece. So. He was a boy, she was a dinosaur. Adios. Good night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I will see y'all next time, and next time you see me on stream, I'll be painting this magic. Good night. Love y'all.